Hi everybody, my name is Ayrton. I'm one of the aquarists here at the Two Oceans Aquarium, and my responsibilities include helping with the jellies and then the corals. So at the moment we are on top of the main coral exhibit, and today I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the coral exhibit, some of the life support that we use to keep the corals healthy and growing. And then we're also going to feed some of the fish in the coral exhibit and show you how we do that. So the coral exhibit is really a unique exhibit because it's quite different to any other exhibit that we have here, because it's the only exhibit that we make artificial seawater. And that's because the water that we pump in from the harbor, although it goes through filters and it is clean for our other animals, often that water still contains heavy metals, and that is something that corals do not enjoy. So what we have back of house is we have these big JoJo tanks. We use a special reverse osmosis machine or RO machine to basically take tap water, filter out all the chemicals from it, and then we fill up those JoJo tanks, and we then buy in artificial reef salt. And basically what we then do is we mix our own seawater. In that artificial reef salt, there's all the nutrients that we need for the corals. So it's a lot easier, and it allows us to keep the water quality in really good shape for the corals. The other thing that we have, and probably the most important thing that we have for the corals besides keeping the water good, is the lights. So these are special coral grow lights, and corals, they need a specific spectrum of light in order to grow, and there's lots of different kind of groups of corals, and they all have different requirements. So when we're putting the coral exhibit together and we're adding new corals or we're moving them around, we have to take the lighting into consideration, the water flow, because, for example, hard corals, they prefer stronger water flow and they prefer more intense light. So if you have a look at the coral tank, you'll notice that, like this coral over here, that's one of our hard corals. You'll notice how close it is to the surface, and that's because it needs the turbulence that we're going to get from the pumps that we have in here, and then also it's very close to the lights. The lights, if I turn one over for you, you'll see it's got lots of LEDs. At the moment, in the industry, LEDs are the best at basically replicating the light that the corals would need out in the wild.